What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we're coming to the end of our marathon run of horror trailer reviews and reactions. Like I said, this past week we had a ton of trailers seem to drop. I think I counted at least 10 trailers, probably closer to 12 to 15 trailers drop. I think it's probably the most trailers when it comes to the horror space, whether it's horror, true crime, various subgenres of horror drop in one small span of time. So I'm making my way through them, reviewing them with you all, reading through the articles to see what some of the content is about. And then we're giving our final thoughts and reactions to them. So here we have, I think this is one of our last ones we're going to be doing for this weekend. Then we'll be fully caught up, which is the Long Walk trailer. This harrowing Stephen King adaptation is not afraid to take care, do away with kids. I'll put it that way, just so the YouTube algorithm doesn't come knocking on my door. So we've talked about this. Stephen King lately seems, he always has. His work has always found its way in one way, shape, or form, TV or film, to find its way to the screen in front of us, right? But it seems like more so lately, more and more of his work is coming to life for the big screen or the small screen for TV series. And this is now another one that he can add to his list that's going to be making its way to the big screen. So let's take a look at the article details like we always do. Then we're going to jump into the trailer, wrap it up with our final thoughts. So the trailer for The Long Walk asks a haunting question. How far can you go? The beginning of the official trailer featuring Shabuzi's infectious Last of My Kind sets up coming-of-age tale before giving way to the dystopian horrors that await. Based on Stephen King's 1979 novel of the same name, The Long Walk arrives in theaters on September 12th from Lionsgate. Watch trailer below, which we're going to do. Based on Stephen King's, we just read that. The story follows Raymond Garrity, a 16-year-old who takes part in an annual contest in which 100 teens must journey nonstop and under strict rules until only one is left alive. Okay, seems like a pretty simple premise, pretty simple story. It'd be interesting to see how they're going to keep us entertained for the minimum, as most horror films are, an hour and a half. So we have casting information here, which we are not reading all of these names for casting. I'll put the link for this article in the description of the video. So if you want to read through every name that's listed here and some of the works they've been in, you can do so, but we're not doing it here. Same thing here. As far as who's producing it, we don't need to read all that. You can read that, see that there. So we have the trailer here, which we're going to take a look at here in a second. And of course, we have a poster here. Pretty basic poster, pretty... what I would expect. A poster looks exactly what I would expect for a film that what we just read that's going to be about. But as I've always mentioned, when it comes to movie posters, I don't think none of this up here is needed. None of this down here is needed. Just The Long Walk. That's it. But a pretty simple poster nonetheless. So a pretty short article as well. The premise seems pretty simple, pretty basic. So again, I'm wondering how they're going to keep us entertained for an hour and a half. So hopefully the trailer will give us some insights into that. It's being based on a 1979 novel. So I have never read this novel, The Long Walk. So if you have read this novel, drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know just from the trailer itself. Do you see some discrepancies? Are they staying true to the source material? Or are they veering off because it's now 2025? That was so obviously the mindset, things that were probably written and talked about, thought about 1979 are going to be vastly different than 2025. So let us know in the comment section if you've read the novel and if what you see in the trailer matches up, or are we seeing something pretty close to the source material. All right, so we're back at the top of the article like we always are. Now let's pull out the trailer and see what they're going to give us.
I'm Ray Garrity. You can call me Ray.
Bree McVrees.
Hank Olson's the name. Walking's my game.
I ain't many that are built like me. I'm the last of my kind.
We did the very first long walk years ago to inspire everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera.
Man, you gotta not think about the things out of your control. Think about your plan.
Personally, I can't stop thinking about all that money.
You don't never find another like me. I'm the last of my kind.
Warning. Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking. Yeah, that's it, kid. That's it.
Second warning. Third warning.
It takes heavy sack to sign up for this contest. I'm not gonna go through the whole rule book, but it boils down to this. If you fall below the speed of 3 miles per hour, you get your ticket. Walk until there's only one of you left. Who's ready to win?
Yeah, it took me a while to realize the truth of this. This is walk or die.
Warning. You'll walk as long as you can.
Warning.
But sometimes the body won't listen.
Warning.
For some, your heart will stop.
Warning.
For others, your brain.
Warning.
And the blood will flow suddenly.
Warning. Warning.
There's one winner.
Warning.
And no finish line.
So interesting concept. Like I said, I have no point of reference when it comes to the novel, the 1979 novel this is based on. I think one of the two of the harshest scenes in that was one when the first kid gets apparently he didn't stick with the requirements, didn't stick with the rules of the walk, and we saw what happened there. And then at the end, when one of them's ankle is completely broken and his foot looks like it's just literally hanging on just by the outer skin, and he's still trucking along trying to keep up to that 3 miles per hour pace that they all have to keep, otherwise they'll meet the same demise as the first one did. Now, I thought I heard in the trailer, I could have misheard, that this is voluntary, right? They're not being forced to do this walk, because it also sounded like one of them mentioned as the walk was starting that, he's looking forward to all this money, thinking he's going to be the final one. But when we saw the first first individual meet their demise, we saw quickly how many of them turned and were trying to encourage him to, keep going. And I immediately thought to myself, guys, this is a game. You are all in competition with each other. I mean, yeah, there's that level of humanity and compassion, but at the same time, if this is and it sounds like this is something that has happened multiple times. This isn't the first time the walk has happened in this world. And if you all volunteered for it because of this financial prize, then you all know there's only going to be one winner, and you all know what's going to happen to all the other individuals because you would have heard about this walk or this story before. So sitting there trying to encourage others, no, keep going. No, I want as many of you as to get knocked out of this game as quickly as possible so I can stop walking. I'm not going to encourage you to keep going, because then if something happens to me, I'm at risk of being taken out, right? So that whole scene, no. If it's up to me, no. We all volunteered for this. Hey, you may be my friends, but hey, one of us is going to make it, one of us isn't. It sounds like the way this plays out is the walk does not end until there's just one left standing. So, interesting concept. Mark Hamill. I mean, this is not a typical scene we've seen typical movie we've seen Mark Hamill in. If you didn't know, that is Mark Hamill. I believe that is him, the one that like the main soldier or guy that's kind of controlling all of this. So that looked like it was Mark Hamill. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But let me go back to the article. I don't recall seeing his name in the list of casting. But it did look and sound. No, it is. Yes, it is him. It says, and Mark Hamill also stars. So, again, not a typical film you would see him in or a typical role. So that's interesting to see. But Unless we get down towards the end and there's just a small number of kids left who decide, hey, let's just revolt because we all want to survive, and they try to take out the soldiers, which I don't see that playing well for any of them either. I mean, if there's already 100 of you, do that already, but maybe the financial reward they see is far more important than everyone else's life. I don't know. Interesting concept. Like I said, I have no point of reference for the book. I'll see this one. I'll give it a chance to win me over. But yeah, it's coming to theaters September 12th. The Long Walk, based on a Stephen King novel of the same name from 1979. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. I could say for myself, if this is not something you're forced to do in this world, it's just a voluntary thing, I'm not volunteering for it. No thanks. I'll keep scavenging. I'll keep hunting. I'll keep doing whatever to find food. I'm not going to put myself up against 99 other people to walk 3 miles per hour consistently or more until everyone has perished on the last one. Odds are I'm probably not going to make it. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the trailer. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we will see you at the next one. Later.